up your YouTube, search for Stukeley Meadows, watch on your big screen. Get yourself comfy, this could take a while, what a happy scene. Something new every day for your long-term memory. This is so exciting, it is nearly time for a Stukeley assembly. Aha! Good morning everyone and welcome to Monday. For each other we, every day we, to improve we, together we will. Every single Stukeley day we focus on. Our Stukeley motto is, our Stukeley curriculum is. 4 words that make the magic happen. Yes, right. Hi everyone. Hope you had a good weekend. Another week. My tie's wonky, isn't it? That's better. I really need to get myself sorted. Hope the weekend was good. Another week is coming up. It's going to be a busy one. It's always a busy one at Stukeley. And although I really don't want to get anybody too excited, it's starting to get a little bit Christmassy. Whoa, hang on in your classrooms, hang on, and at home. It's starting to feel a bit Christmassy. So we are going to start talking about our plans for Stukeley Christmas. We're going to do that in all of the assemblies this week, just to get you ready. Get you ready. God, this is not a good start. Just to get you ready, and then next week the festive fun starts to kick in. Okay, it's a normal Monday. We're going to talk about curriculum in a moment. We're going to do a bit around learning curriculum as well. We're going to do learning log check. We've then got an absolutely brilliant Who Will Be Triumphant, and then we're going to finish with shout outs and, most important, 60 seconds. There's no time to waste. Let's get stuck into curriculum. Oh, I love this music. Oh, every time I hear this music, it makes me think of curriculum. Funny that. Right. Foundation stage. This week, you've got some new phonemes. You've got these sounds. S, j, w, and v. I'm not sure I said them quite right, but they're your sounds for this week. You're also doing some subtraction in maths. You're doing some taking away. And you're learning about nocturnal animals. Oh, you've got some great learning coming up, Foundation. Year 1. Now, from Year 1 up to Year 6, just going to give you the warning now, we're going to be doing lots of assessments this week. We've got some tests. We're going to be doing lots of checks on how you're doing. Year 2 and Year 6 have done some already, and they'll be doing a few more this week, especially in Year 6. Year 2. Year 1, I'm so sorry, this assembly is not going well. You're still looking at peace at last in your reading and your writing. You're doing your own version. In maths, you've got some assessments, but you're also looking at addition and subtraction. In geography, you're still learning about the local area. I know how much you've enjoyed that so far. And in RE, you're actually learning about the nativity, about the Christmas story, to get us ready for what's coming. Fantastic. Year 2, your assessments have happened. There'll only be a couple this week. You're writing your information text all about bears. Some fascinating information coming out there. You're looking at money again in maths, but you're looking at calculating change. That's quite tricky. You're getting a bit Christmassy with your art. That'll be explained soon. And you're going to be making graphic organisers, schema organisers. You're going to be arranging knowledge and information for the Christian stories that you've been learning in RE. Looking forward to seeing them. Year 3, you are looking at adjectives and conjunctions in your writing this week. Your assessments are going to move to next week. because we haven't got you all in the same place year 3 this week. Hey Willow, little shout out for you all. Hope you're having a good time with families, bits of learning, lots of other bits. Keep it going. You're looking at place value in your maths. Lots of recapping to do there. You're looking at light and dark in your science, carrying on that curriculum. And in history, you're talking about the Bronze Age. Quick apology from me, I made a mistake in the retrieval quiz last week, didn't I? Yeah, sorry about that. That was all about the Bronze Age. I was getting confused with the Stone Age. Year 4, you are finishing off your newspaper writing with your own hot task. Doing it on your own. Come on, that's like an assessment. You've got some maths and reading assessments to do. You're multiplying and dividing by 1 and 0 in your maths. I think that's right. You're writing an essay in your history this week about the legacy of the Romans, what they left for us, what we learned from them. You're getting a bit Christmassy in your art sessions as well this week. Year 5, you are considering settings and characters in Gothic stories. I know how much you've been enjoying this so far. You are dividing a 3 or 4 digit number by a 1 digit number in your maths. Tough times. You're looking at Greek gods, carrying on that learning, and you're looking at the 5 Ks of Sikhism in RE. And I popped into Mrs. Woolner's lesson on Friday, and I saw that starting to get introduced. Year 6, finishing with you. Oh man, it always sounds so hard in year 6, but interesting. You are writing narrative in your English session. You're describing the awful conditions in the trenches. We are going to get some really fantastic writing from that, I know we are. You're revising fractions, and it's a test week in your maths. The globalisation, you're looking at how it's changed the way in which we communicate. And in your classification in science, you're looking a bit more at Carl Linnaeus and what he did. Right, I'm now going to spend a couple of minutes talking to you again about memory, but most importantly about POBAT. Watch this. Hey there! How we doing? Right, really quickly. Last week and the week before, I've been talking to you about how our memory works. We've done a lot of work on this, and I'm not sure you remember it. And the irony is incredible. Anyway, last week I came up with the idea of POBAT. I'm hoping that reminds you a little bit about hand washing. I'm hoping it does. Anyway, I just want to explain quite quickly how I have learned to remember to wash my hands. It's all about how I've used my memory, and this will all make sense to you because you wash your hands. I've talked to you about POBAT, and I've talked to you about memory, so please listen, please don't fuss. Teachers, you must make sure children are listening in these assemblies because I don't want them to miss the flow of what's going on. Now, last week I said I wanted us all to remember how we washed hands. So I came up with palms, over the top, in between, backs, and thumbs and wrists, tips of fingers. We also talked about soap, little bit of water, 20 seconds. And hopefully you all had a go at drawing that out. Now, when I first came up with the idea, it was all in my working memory. So in my working memory, I had POBBAT, and it was in my head, and I kept thinking of it. When I got home that night, I'd forgotten it, because I hadn't been thinking about it. I'd forgotten it, and I thought, oh, what were they? POBAT, palms, and I kept thinking about it. I kept it in my working memory, and then, all of a sudden, because I'd been thinking about it a lot, it got into my long-term memory. It was there. So every time somebody said to me, how do you wash your hands properly? Or every time I went to the sink, turned the tap on, got the soap, I thought, what have I got to do? And I kept thinking hard, think. I kept testing myself, and I remembered palms, over the top, between the fingers, backs of the fingers, and thumbs and wrists, tips of the fingers. So I managed to get it, lots of practice, into my long-term memory. Now, how am I going to keep it there? How am I going to keep POBAT in my long-term memory? I'll tell you how. I'm going to keep practicing it. Every single time I go to wash my hands, I'll think, soap, little bit of water, 20 seconds, pop out, palms, over the top, between your fingers, backs of the fingers, and thumbs and wrists, tips, dry, done. I'll keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And do you know what? The more I do it, it will all get stuck. It will all get connected. It will all get connected in one of my schema. I will have a hand washing schema in my head, in my memory. And every time people talk about washing hands, I will have in one of my schema, I will have Pobat. It's now there, it's stuck in there. I don't think I'm ever going to lose it, but I will always practice it, I will always retrieve it, and I will keep it in a schema. And if the hand washing rules change, if the government or scientists say we now need to do it differently, I will remember that because I'll get it stuck and connect it to one of my schema. Let's do learning logs. Whoa, clever. Right, learning logs, everyone. We do this every week. We asked you to bring them into school every day because you might use them every day. We asked you to take them home. We asked you to write in them every time you read. There should be 5 sentences in there, capitals, full stops, Stukeley script, figure spaces, clever sentences. Let's find out how many we've got in. Get ready, please. Teachers, you need to tell me how many children in this class, how many learning logs are in, and how many have got all 5 sentences. Willow, you can do this at home. You can still do this. Join in, please. In fact, you should really have a photo taken of what you've done. Send it to Mrs. Boswell. Get your families to. Easy. 1, 2, 3, show your learning logs to me. Yes. Okay. I hope we got lots of sentences this week. Listen out for where am I going to talk about it? Listen out for the shout-out section of assembly today because I'm going to give you a little challenge. Right, before that, who will be triumphant? A great group, a great challenge, and someone is triumphant. Here we go. Who will be triumphant? Who will be triumphant? Who will be triumphant? Who will be triumphant? Hey everyone, here we go again. Who will be triumphant? Today it's going to be a great day. We've got a really good challenge lined up. But who have we got in the Who Will Be Triumphant studio? We've got Mrs. Provis, Mrs. Field, and Miss Saby. What have they got in common? They all love bathing in jelly. No, that's not true. They all work in the Year 4 team and they love being a part of it. But what have they got to do today? I'll tell you what they've got to do. Each of them have got 3 carrots. Ladies, show the carrots, please. Okay, they've each got 3 carrots. In a moment, I'm going to close my eyes and ask them to hold up some of their carrots. They can hold up 0 carrots, 1, 2, or 3 carrots. When they're all holding up some carrots, I'm going to choose a number. If my number is the same as one of them, then they're out of the game. Whoever's left is triumphant. Okay, who do you think will be triumphant? Who do you think will be the carrot champion? Yes, okay. Right, let's go. Ladies, as we discussed, 0, 1, 2 or 3, try not to do the same, that'll help me out. Right, ladies, hold up your carrots, please. Okay, the first number is 2. Has anybody got 2 carrots? Mrs. Provost is out. I'm afraid Mrs. Provost, take a step back. Right, we're down to 2 players already. We've got Mrs. Field and Miss Savey. Who will be the carrot champion? Who will be triumphant? Ladies, hold up your carrots, please. Okay, the number is 1. Miss Savey's out, which means our champion, who is triumphant, is Mrs. Field! It might not feel that dramatic at home or in your classrooms, but here, people are pumped for victory. Well done, Mrs. Field, you were triumphant. See you all next time for the next edition of Who Will Be Triumphant? Who will be triumphant? Who will be triumphant? Oh, another great Who Will Be Triumphant. And good to see Mrs. Page and Mrs. Hunt in there. Woo, with the Who. Took us a few goes, didn't it, ladies? Yeah, okay. Right, birthday shout-outs first of all. Only one in Stukeley today. And it's Caius in year 2. I bet he's smiling. I hope he's smiling. Having a great day as well. Happy birthday, Caius. Now, quick shout-out, update for Accelerated Reader and reading in general. Who's been reading lots and lots? Who is the reading leader? Who's been taking loads of quizzes on Accelerated Reader? Who's been reading lots and lots? Who's the reading leader? Who's been taking loads of quizzes on Accelerated Reader? Right, I'll be round to your classrooms today to check who's been reading at home, who's written their learning log, and who's been taking AR quizzes. Please remember, I say this a lot, if you're reading level 1, 2, 2.5 books, you should be doing 3 or 4 quizzes a week. Every week, 3 or 4 quizzes. If you're reading level 2.5 to 3, 3.5, you should be doing a couple of quizzes a week, maybe 3 if they're short books. If you're reading level 3.5, level 4 books, you should probably be doing a quiz a week. Probably, depending on the size of the book. And if you're reading level 5, level 6, level 7, whoa, some of you are, we should be reading, quizzing once every 2-3 weeks. If it's Harry Potter, it's going to take a while, I know that. But anyway, that's the guide. I said there was a challenge, didn't I? This is the challenge. This week, I want to see which class can have the most sentences in their learning logs across the whole class. So it's still only 1 sentence a day, 1 sentence every time you read, capital full stop. This week, the challenge is I want to find out which class in the whole school have got the most children have done their sentences and their learning log. So it's not times tables rock stars, that was last time. This time it's the most beautifully written sentences in the learning log. I will check at the end of this week and there will be a prize for the class with the most, with the best sentences. And it won't be Oakleaf Bookshop vouchers and it won't be Cheer Boo Song or Silence. It will be something else and you're going to love it. Right, straight into most important 60 seconds. It will be a bit longer. I will explain. The most important 60 seconds are coming up now. The most important 60 seconds are coming up now. Hi everyone! I'm in a brand new place in the school. You might recognise this board from the dinner hall now. Mrs. Clark was in the middle of transforming this board into an incredible piece of art. But lockdown happened, the pandemic happened, and it all got put on hold. Well, I'm going to borrow this board for the next few weeks because this is going to become our Christmas message board. I will explain. This year, we are not going to be able to have lots of Christmas cards come into school with lots of names on and then deliver them all. We can't do it. It's going to be too tricky with all the rules that we've got in place. So please do not write lots of Christmas cards with children's names on and all their classes on and try and hand them out. Definitely don't do that. Also, don't bring them in and put them in the post box like we normally do, because we're not going to deliver them. Instead of doing that, we've got a Stukeley idea which I think is going to be fantastic. Every child in the school is invited to, can make a Christmas picture. Now, it could be from a Christmas card, so it could be a Christmas card type picture. It could be anything you want to do with Christmas or being festive and celebrating. Here are a couple of examples. They're not very good. This one was done by Mrs. Page. I thought she was a bit better at the old art, but Mrs. Page has done a kind of a Christmas present picture. And this one is done by Miss Barry. She's done a snowman and a Christmas tree picture. So, first of all, everybody can do a Christmas picture about that size, A4. When you've done your picture, make it colourful, make it tinsely, make it glittery, whatever you like to do. When you've done it, you can write a Christmas message on the back. So your Christmas message is going to be something like this. Who's it to? So it might be to your whole class. It might be to one friend or two friends. It might be to the whole school. It might be to your family. Anyway, choose who it's for. And don't upset your friends by missing one or two out. That you know, just be right to all my friends. That would be better. To whoever it is, a quick Christmas message. Have a lovely Christmas. Hope you're all doing okay. Hope Santa brings you what you want. Eat lots of food and have a great time. Forget about lockdown and be brilliant. Whatever the message might be, one sentence, has to be one sentence. Write a Christmas message and write who it's from and what year you were in. So I'll say that one more time. Everybody in the school can do one Christmassy picture, this big, nice and colourful, on the back, who's it to, Christmas message, who's it from, and the year that they're in. That you're in. Then, every single assembly in the shout-outs, I'm going to read your message out to the whole school, to the whole world. And I'll read them all out in the shout-out section. I'll do a few every day. And then when I've finished, I'll stick them on the board. So every day we'll have some Christmas messages from people. This will be your Christmas card to the school. I'll read it out, share it with everyone, I'll put it on the board, and we'll see how this board is looking by the time we get to Christmas. Okay? You can start to do these, and they need to come into school next week at the earliest. So the first day you can send them into school is Monday the 30th of November. I'm telling you this now to get you excited. I will also tweet it out to your families. I'll also put something in the Stukeley Standard, but get excited about it, it's going to be great. Final thing, because this is the most important 300 seconds, not 60 seconds, Advent windows. Do you remember doing them last year and the year before? You go around the school, you find the Advent window, you write down the letter, brilliant fun. Can't do it this year. Around the school, we're going to do it in assemblies instead. And I'm going to explain that to you this week, and it starts next week. A long, most important 60 seconds, a long assembly. Have a great day, have a great week. See you around school.